Hi everyone, wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom Umvorach. In this week's Parashat Vayakhel, we read about the manufacturing of the vessels for the Mishkan, for the Temple of God. And one of the vessels, the Aron, the Ark, the Torah tells us, was made out of wood. However, it had a layer of gold on the inside and on the outside. And there's an amazing lesson over here. You know, you think about it, no one's going to peek inside the Aron. No one's going to really look. Everyone sees the Aron from the outside. And it would have been enough for the Aron to have gold on the outer layer. But God tells Moshe, make sure it has gold on the outside, but also on the inside. The Torah is teaching us that sometimes we get caught up in externals, in superficiality. And it's okay, it's enough if something looks good on the outside. And the Torah says, no. We must make sure that it is also valuable on the inside, that it also has content, not just quantity, but also quality, to make sure that it is golden on the outside and on the inside. Mebayit umitchutz tocho kebaro, not just quantity, but also quality. This is an amazing lesson in how we must be as people. We must make sure that not only do we look like nice people, not only that we look like we have praiseworthy virtues, but to also make sure to incorporate amazing virtues in our essence. A lot of times we're so focused on how things look, we forget to focus on also how things really are. As an example, sometimes when it comes to dating, a lot of people will make sure to look for somebody that is what we call wedding material, but not marriage material. That means a lot of times we'll look for somebody that for the night of the wedding looks like an amazing person, because superficially on the externals, they have all the things that matter. They have good looks, they have money, they have pedigree, family, name, etc. And that's wedding material. For the night of the wedding, it looks great. Everyone's going to talk about us and everyone's going to be so impressed with this person that we landed. But that person not always is marriage material. Sometimes that person on the inside is lacking the gold, they're lacking the character, they're lacking the content of what it takes to make a beautiful, warm marriage and home. And sometimes we get caught up and we're more focused on making sure we have the person for the wedding, and we forget that really the wedding's 4 or 5 hours. More important to have a person that is marriage material. Our rabbis tell us that 3 of our leaders found their matches at a well: Yitzchak, Yaakov, and Moshe. And the interesting thing about a well is that from the outside of a well, there's nothing there. But when you dig deep, you find water, you find gold, you find amazing things. What a lesson in dating, what a lesson in marriage, what a lesson in when we're looking for friends or ourselves, to make sure that we are the content, quality people that we show on the outside. I'll just leave you off with an amazing analogy. Somebody once told me that all of these superficial traits, like looks and money and family, etc., it's like the number 0. A 0 and a 0 and a 0 and a 0, how much is 100 zeros worth? 0. But if you take the number 1 and you put it at the beginning, now the 1 gives value to all of the zeros that follow it. A person who's only focused on being a golden on the outside, but then never focused on making sure that on the inside, on the tochen, on the content, they are also golden, that's like a bunch of zeros. But if we take the 1 and we could put it in the beginning, and that person also makes sure to look and to search for the quality, for the essence of the person, for good midot, for good character, now we can also praise all of the other zeros, all of the gold that's on the outside as well. May Hashem help us all to learn this amazing lesson of the Aron, to make sure that we are golden on the outside and on the in. Shabbat Shalom.